Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Akinton Moruke, and of course you know it's all vibe and love and cruise on this channel. First of all, I know I look cracked, okay, and that's because I just had my bath and I decided not to moisturize my face because I was going to do this video. So in this video, I'm sure you've seen by the title, I'm going to be gisting with you guys on how I almost got scammed. Like that day I'm like, wow, like this almost happened. So I'm going to be gisting you guys on how I almost got scammed on Facebook Marketplace, and also how I almost got scammed like using PayPal. And that was the first time, you don't understand, that was my first time that I was ever going to use PayPal. So I'm just going to be giving you guys all of that gist, and also I'm going to be doing my makeup at the same time. Also, I need to say this: if you're a Lagosian, I did you proud. Okay, like I did you proud. Show them that I'm from Lagos, you get it. Anyways, I did you guys proud, and I need you to stay to the end of the video so you can see or you can hear basically how I did you guys proud. So now let's move right into the video. So what happened was I wanted to sell the phone. After I got to the UK, the phone that I had, I wanted to sell it to get like a new one, and all of that. So I told my friend, oh, I want to sell my phone. It was like, oh, why not use Facebook Marketplace? I'm like, Facebook Marketplace, I would rather pick a place where I can just walk into the store and, you know, sell the phone, get my cash, and like come out. Because all this online marketplace thing, like when you hear about scam every other day, she gets it. So I'm like, you know, I don't want to do this, but he was just insisting that, oh, you need to do this, like you're going to sell it higher on Facebook Marketplace. Of course, why not? I'll try Facebook Marketplace. But for some reason I kept stalling. I'm like, you know, because it takes a lot of process. Like you have to take pictures of the phone, you have to take pictures of the specification of the phone, you have to, you know, you just have to do all of that. Then you have to upload it, you know, put your listing. It was just a lot of stress for me as a person. So I finally got the strength to, you know, do the whole listing, like the entire process that comes with it. That day I took my time. I took the picture of the phone, I took the front, I took the back. I just did all of that, and then I uploaded it on the Facebook Marketplace. They asked me how much do you want to sell it. I put the price, and yeah, and in about 15 minutes I got like messages from like 6 people. Hi, is this phone still available? Hi, is this phone still available? So I was like, of course, now why I post them now is available. So I answered one, Oyindamola Kazim. Now when I answered this person, mind you, with Oyindamola Kazim means the person is Yoruba and the person is Nigerian, right? But it had like a profile picture of a small white baby. So I just thought about it. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the person is living in the UK. Obviously, the person living in the UK, the person probably just has like a child for maybe a white man or something, and that's why there's a baby picture. I tried to check the profile. The person didn't really have like lots of pictures, like just the baby pictures. The person sent me a message. Hi, is this phone still available? I'm like, yes, it's available. And then she goes, oh, she wants to buy it, but first I need to send her like pictures of the phone and videos of the phone on WhatsApp, right? So I listed this phone for £150, right? And then she said, oh, she's going to pay 160, and do I post to other places because I live in Worcester? So she was like, oh, can I post to Coventry? I'm like, yes, so but you will pay for the post, right? Because I can't pay for post aside that 150. So she was like, oh, okay, absolutely no problem. That, oh yeah, she's interested in buying the phone. Sent me a number for me to send the video to on WhatsApp, which I did because I didn't think of it like any bad thing. And then I was without my friend, and it was like, you see, I told you that people would send you messages that they are interested in this phone. So I'm like, oh, but I never knew it was going to be like this fast, because it was literally 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes after I posted it. Like, oh my god, I'm going to sell this phone for this price, because not like the phone doesn't worth that price, but the prices that I've been hearing, like, it's just really funny. I sent the videos, and then she was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's very pleased with what she sees, that I should post it to Coventry. So I'm like, okay. She was like, oh, do I have PayPal account? I'm like, I don't have a PayPal account. So I asked my friend, oh, do you have PayPal account? I was like, yes, he has a PayPal account. But before he responded again, because it was quite busy that day, so he didn't respond again like fast. So before he responded again that day, I'd created my own PayPal account, because I don't know, for some reason I just could not wait that day. Maybe because I've been trying to like sell the phone since, and I've been hearing like really funny prices. So I was like really excited. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to sell this thing. So I was really fast with everything that the person was asking me to do. I created a new PayPal account. I sent the person my email address. The person was like, I was like, oh, how do I, because I didn't know how you send information for them to send money to your PayPal account. So I even messaged the person. I'm like, how do I do it? The person was like, oh, just give me the email that you used to open it. I'm like, oh, that's all you need. It's like, yes. I'm like, okay, fine. I sent it to him, or I sent it to her, because I thought I was talking to a girl. In like 5 minutes, sent me a message saying, oh, you are going to receive a message now from PayPal, and PayPal is going to tell you that, oh, they've locked the money in one place, so until you put in like the postage, like, oh, the proof that you've sent the stuff, that's when PayPal will release your money. I'm like, I don't understand. What do you mean by I'm like, what do you mean by I have to post proof of postage to PayPal? So immediately I got the email, true, and I got the email from S Proof or something like that, like X Proof or something like that. So X Proof PayPal, it had PayPal domain, and then it was .co.uk. So when I saw .co.uk, I'm like, that's like the first red flag, because PayPal is like worldwide. So why would they want to use .co.uk, a domain that's not going to work in like any other country? I'm like, okay. And I sent a message to my friend. I'm like, see, oh, this is what is happening. Oh, this person is saying that I need to postage receipts. The guy was like, oh, that maybe PayPal has started new process because of like the amount of scam that they are recording recently. Then the email does not even have like any link where I'm supposed to like, oh, when I've done that, I should come back to press this link. It take me to a place where I have to upload the documents. He had nothing like that. So I now texted the lady back. I'm like, excuse me, like, if I post this thing now and I want to send it to PayPal, how do I do it? Do you get? I'm like, how do I do it? Like, where do I go through? Do I go through the PayPal app? She was like, oh, that yes, that PayPal will send you a link. Kiniko. I'm not like, no. And me, because sometimes I struggle with anxiety, I just told myself, I'm like, you know what? I want to see the link before I send money to this person. I mean, before I send this stuff to this person, I'm like, I want to see the link first. I want to see where I'm going to go to upload it so I can get my money. I'm like, because I can't just go and post without like adequately checking these things. And then my friend was like, oh, okay, I should send him the email that I got and it would check. That looks good. It would check for me on Google. So I'm like, okay, fine. I forwarded the email that I got. I forwarded it to him. And then I also went on Google and I checked, oh, does PayPal use .co.uk? And the first thing that came out on Google was .co.uk would most likely be scam, because PayPal doesn't use country domains. Basically, that was the first part where I'm like, this is a scam. This person is trying to scam me. My friend was like, oh wait, don't conclude this is a scam yet, let me check. Don't conclude that it's a scam yet. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm not going to conclude that it's like a scam yet. He went on PayPal websites, went to their scam section, because actually I like PayPal. They have this part of their like website where you can go to about like scam issues, and then you see people that have been scammed before and then how they were scammed and all those things. So my friend went there and he saw a particular post of somebody that's previously been scammed the same way this person wanted to scam me, like the same way, the same email, the same, like I mean literally the same. Then my friend sent me the picture and was like, Ronke, read this. So I read it and I'm like, oh my god, I was almost scammed, like oh my god. And I sent the person a message back. Then I started playing along with the person. I'm like, oh, okay, that yes, I've seen the link, that so what do I need to do now? That the person should tell me what I need to do now. So the guy was like, oh, all you need to do is to go and post the phone, post it to this stuff, and then when you post it, don't worry, if you can't even find how to post the receipt, I will do it for you. So I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. I just went back, because sometimes I just flip. I just went back. I'm like, do you know that you are a bastard? Do you know that the kind of FIR you will go to, do you know is special FIR, like it's for those people that, you know, their crimes are like large, you know, all those people that you be in the deepest parts, where is the hottest. I say, you see, you will die. And this was in the morning. This was like around 11. How would you wake up in the morning and the first thing you tell yourself is, oh my god, I'm going to scam somebody today on Facebook? Like, how? Thank god that I used Google. Thank god that I checked. Thank god that I was curious. I was like, what is going on? Like, thank god, because if I did not, I would have been scammed. Even the email that the person used, right, is the same thing with the email that PayPal uses. But PayPal's own is S spoof, like S then POOF. But the one that the person used to send the message to me was S proof. So there was R, yeah. And I told the guy, I'm like, you know that you're a bastard, and you know that you will go to a fire last for this thing that you just tried to do this morning. Next thing he sends to me is, oh, I have a big dick and I like your pictures, so I want to have sex with you. I'm like, what kind of mentally derailed people do we have on the internet these days? What type of sick people do we have on the internet these days? Because I'm like, now it's supposed to be funny. Now I'm supposed to be laughing or what? Because I don't understand. Am I supposed to be laughing that somebody almost scammed me, or because the idiots turned this into a joke? There are a lot of people on Facebook that are vulnerable, like older people, people that are not very like conversant with the internet. And even my female friend was like, oh, that if she was the one, they probably would have scammed her, because she would have just believed that, oh, PayPal, because the reason was, how will I say it? The reason was reasonable. You get like, oh, PayPal is going to hold it, and when you send them postage receipts, they release the money to you. Like, it was so reasonable. I didn't know that this person just wanted to take advantage of me. And I'm like, why? Like, what was the need? Somebody else almost scammed me again. Like, the person tried to, but because I was just scammed, so everything in my body was like at alert, and I was able to even find that one before the person could even start. Just picked my phone, deleted the advert on Facebook. So that was how I almost got scammed on Facebook Marketplace. So if you're going to be on Facebook Marketplace, I need you to be very, 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 very careful. I need you to be very careful watch the people that you're doing business with. Make sure that the person you're doing business with has the same how am I going to say it, the person that you're doing business with has the same thinking for you. Make sure that if you're going to sell anything on Facebook Marketplace, you know who you are selling it to. I went off to do the remaining of my face off camera. Yeah, so the basic things I want you to take away from this video is, number one, make sure you don't get scammed on PayPal. PayPal doesn't have anything that's going to restrict your money. Once the person sends your money, it goes through immediately. So if somebody's telling you, oh, you have to do something before you can get your money, just know it's a scam. Also, if you see people that are too eager, too excited to buy that thing from you, it's probably scam, because this person was so excited. Email, sent me their number, was like, oh my god, do it immediately, send me your email. Even when I had not created my PayPal account, the person was like, oh, send me your account, send me your account, send me your account. So watch out for that as well. And Lagosians, did I not do you proud? Somebody wanted to run me street. I look at me against the me from Lagos, from the streets of, forget our in the UK. What? We came from Lagos, okay? So you can't run me streets. You cannot run me straight. So I did you guys proud on that. So now we've come to the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not subscribed yet. Also, like this video, share, and leave a comment. See you guys in my next video.